Hey guys, it's Silver Snorlax. I am back today to do a review on the Cardcase Pro graded card case. I'm going to state right now that if you're interested in this particular product, the link to it is in the description below. It did cost me about $100 and it is not fireproof and it is not waterproof. With that said, let's go ahead and go over a couple of pros and cons, starting with the exterior of the case. The exterior of the case only comes in one color. It comes in black. All of the latches and hinges located around the box do come in that chrome color. Something important to note, the material they use is a very soft fake leather to cover the entire exterior of the box, and then the material they use below that level does not appear to be all that dense. You'll notice, as a matter of fact, in the upper left hand corner here, 2 white dots. This is actually a damaged case. It was actually shipped to me this way. While not critical to the case's overall function, it does present a problem from an aesthetic point of view. So do be aware that these cases are somewhat soft, and if you were to, say, drop something extremely heavy on it, it is highly likely to break. Something else that I find to be problematic with the case: there are 2 chrome handles that are rated to hold up to 100 pounds total on either side of the case. What that means is whenever you can transport or move one of these, say maybe it's to a card show, or say you're moving locations or what have you, you can only carry 1 box at a time because of the way the handles are set up. There is absolutely nothing along the front here in order to grab and hold on to like a nice traditional handle. Additionally, there's absolutely no locking mechanism on the case whatsoever, with the exception of these latches that they put on the front. There's no triple-digit code, there's no lock and key, there's nothing of the sort. So if you were to bring this to a card show and leave it unattended, that might incur some curiosity and may have somebody tamper with the case, since all they have to do is unlatch. So I do believe that is a major oversight with this particular product. However, from a storage standpoint, it works just fine. We'll go ahead and go over the interior of the case now. The way the case is designed, you will see all these lines along the back here. What those lines are, they are in half-inch margins, and the box comes with 4 different dividers that you can select and put accordingly to your needs. So if you have several different kinds of graded cards, whether it be PSA, Beckett, or what have you, they will fit according to your needs. So you can just reorganize accordingly. I did have an issue with some of the dividers. I did have 4 shipped to me, and they all arrived in pretty much the same condition. I'm going to go ahead and show you what condition they arrived in right now. You can see all the dents, dings, with the dividers. You can see there are a number of smudges in the corner here, as well as what appears to be the start of a crack, which they all arrived looking like this, and they're supposed to be brand new. If these things see a lot of wear and tear over the years, my guess is they will not hold up at all. And the company that provides these cases does not sell any kind of replacement, which is a major mistake, since if they're arriving to you that damaged, you may have a problem in the future. Additionally, you'll notice this particular divider I have is rather bent, which is a bit of a problem for when you need to align to certain slots. They don't always line up, and you really have to push and mold to get all of the dividers in exactly where you want them. It does risk damaging them even further. So please be aware that the dividers that they give you are not of a very high quality. Obviously, from a aesthetic point of view, they really don't matter. They can be as beat up as you need to be. However, from a functional standpoint, if they break down on you, you may have a problem. So do keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and go over the high density film that they use for the lid of this thing. It is about 1 inch thick from what I can tell. It does appear to be a high quality material, though. I've tested it, poked and prodded it a little bit, and it does seem to be holding up incredibly well. Every time I close the lid, the cards are in great shape. They do not move and they do not buckle. As long as the cards are card savers in here reach past the lip of each divider, meaning they have to be at least 4.5 inches tall, they seem to hold in the case just fine. Now, the manufacturer suggests that you can hold about 180 PSA slabs in this particular case. I myself was only able to fit 40 cards to a slot. However, each and every one of my cards has been soft sleeved, so that is something to factor in. So even if even if you individually sleeve each and every card in your collection, you're still going to get 40, 80, 120, 160-ish into the entire case. So please keep that in mind. It really doesn't hold 180 cards unless all those cards are completely raw and have no extra form protection, which I do not recommend. As I mentioned before, I have card savers in here. For those who work with shipping to PSA or Beckett or whatever grading card company you choose to, these are always the way to go. These work incredibly well. They do hold up in the box just fine. Something to be aware of those, that should they fall when you open the case, that sometimes if you only have, say, 100 in here, it is kind of problematic to get in there and hold them up. There's a very easy way to fix that, however. These little foam inserts, you can find them from a variety of different card supply stores. You can just jam as many as you need in there horizontally, or you can just put them in there vertically and they'll hold up just fine. Something interesting I would like to go over, this particular graded card case, this is a high-end graded card case. It is actually made by the same company. And they have two versions of this. There's the full window version, which I own, and there's another version that only shows the PSA or Beckett or whatever graded card company label up top. They do sell those on the site. They are rather expensive. For just one particular sleeve, it is $3, depending on how many you buy. The price goes down depending on how many you buy. However, for about the same amount of money, you can find 100 plastic soft sleeves for your graded cards, which from an economic standpoint, these plastic ones seem to work absolutely fine. I have no problem with them whatsoever. Due to the width of these particular cases, however, you can only fit 3 rows of these into the entire box, and you will have about 1.5 inches to 2 inches left over, so that is something to keep in mind. Additionally, they're extremely thick. You can only fit a row of about 20 to 25 per row, so really, realistically speaking, you're looking at a box of about 75 of these total versus 160 with plastic soft sleeves. So if you guys have additional comments or questions, please feel free to PM me directly, and I'll try to get back to you as best I can. Always feel free to comment in my videos, and I'll be sure to read those at a later point in time. If you guys have additional suggestions for reviews you might like to see, please feel free to leave that in the comment section, as well as I will consider that for future videos. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll have a new upload again soon.